Okay, welcome to the show. It's me again, Paul P. Last week I told you I was supposed to make Lechon Kawali. Yes, I did make Lechon Kawali. Actually, here's what I did. I didn't film it anymore, but I basically boiled water, salt, pepper, with a bit of soy sauce, and a few herbs and spices. So it will add more flavor to the pork. I basically poached the pork in there for an hour or two until it was super tender, and then I slowly took it out and made sure that it was dry. Now, I let it rest overnight in the ref, and then what you're supposed to do is air dry it. When I mean air dry it, put it outside under the sun. It's perfect now because it's summer, but I don't want to have it contaminated with the virus and everything that's going on out there. So what did I do? If you have a toaster oven, like when you heat your pandesal in the morning, you can put it at the lowest temperature. Put your slabs of pork in there and let it sit for about 3-4 hours on the lowest temperature, so that you can slowly dry out the skin. Now, why do you have to dry out the skin? You dry out the skin so that when you fry it, it will crisp up. It will have that bruises, no, not bruises, that bumps, that crispy bumps on the skin. And that's how you actually supposed to make Lechon Kawali. But our dish today is not actually Lechon Kawali. Our dish today is Pancit Hab-hab. And one of the main ingredients there is Lechon Kawali. So, I will do the Lechon Kawali first. Then I'll show you my ingredients for the Pancit Hab-hab. I actually still have that Pancit Hab-hab noodles from the Visita Iglesia video, and I just got inspired to cook it the other day. So, tara, let's start cooking. Okay guys, so we have now our pork. This is what it looks like. See, I also keep pork in my Tupperwares. See this? I'll hold on to it so you can see. Okay, look at that. It's nice and dried out. I actually kept it in the ref, so the change in temperature will make it puff up. Okay, it's cooked all the way through, so you can actually eat this as is. I just want it crispy. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Now, how do you test if your oil is hot enough? Basically, do the wooden spoon or wooden. Well, you're supposed to use chopsticks, but I only have a wooden fork. So, dip it in. If it starts to bubble aggressively, then it's hot. See that? It's starting to bubble. That means your oil is already hot. Either that, or you can do the scientific way by using a thermometer for it. I'm too lazy to bring out my candy thermometer for this. So let's start this. First piece of meat. Look at that. Watch it fry. Oh, by the way, I'm using my old pressure cooker. My small old pressure cooker for deep frying right now because, well, it's useful. It's deep enough. It actually, what do you call this? Spreads the heat evenly at the bottom. Look at that. Starting to fry now. Come on, buddy. Get puffy. That crackling sound is the sound that I'm actually scared of. That means it's gonna pop up. Ideally, you're supposed to deep fry this, like really deep fry. But with this amount of meat, I'm just gonna use a what do I call this? A pan fry or half fry method. It's getting there. It's getting there. See, if you had moisture in this, it's gonna start popping everywhere, and that's not a nice sight to see. I don't want to get splattered all over by oil. For that. See that blisters? Ooh. That's how you know it's crispy, buddy. We'll start adding some more. Look at this one. Look at that. Look at the blisters on that. Okay, this one is done. Get this out. Add others. Crispy goodness. Now remember, guys, to leave it on a strainer. Let the oil drip from the meat. Yeah, so that it won't be as fatty. Look at this one. This one looks proper. Get this one out. Lower the flame a bit. I'm gonna add two more. That's what I don't like to hear. Take this one out. Believe it or not, I actually prefer this and crispy pata over lechon any day. The only part of the lechon that I love is actually the belly, because when you put the lechon on a platter, the whole lechon, all the juices rush to the belly area because that's the bottom part. So when you eat it, it's not as crispy. The skin is not as crispy, but the flavor, oh my god, it's so good. Okay, so I'll continue cooking this, and then I'll move on to the next step, which is chopping the vegetables. Well, actually, I already pre-chopped it. I'll chop these so we can use it as an ingredient for our Pancit Hab-hab. So yeah. Okay guys, since we already have our pork on hand, we choose, look at this one. Look how crispy this is. Hear that? That's the sound of crispy. Hear that? Hear that? That's crispy pork. So slice this to pieces. That still very juicy in the middle. Like that. You don't have to slice it too small. It's basically making toppings for your, or what do you call this? In Tagalog, how do you say it? It's not toppings. It's sahog. Yeah, for your pancit. Ooh. Let's give this one a taste. That's good stuff. So, Pancit Hab-hab, as I said in my previous vlog in in the Visita Iglesia one was, it's a driver, a jeepney driver, or any kind of onlooker or somebody who's walking around. It's a portable meal technically. You eat it with one hand. It's supposed to be wrapped in banana leaves and eat it like this. And you go that sound that you make when you scarfing it down. That's how they named it, Pancit Hab-hab. So it's kind of hard to get the noodles unless you go to Lucban or Liliw or any of the provinces, especially now that we are on lockdown. Well, actually, it's enhanced community quarantine, so it's okay. I can still manage. I can still make some dishes. Too bad that the restaurants are closed. I wanted to treat my mom for her birthday. Oh well, for the good of the people. Hear that? It's crispy. Look how juicy this one is. Okay. So now let's proceed to cooking this. But before that, sorry. So now, move on to the other ingredients. What I have here is, you have garlic, onions, carrots. In Tagalog, we call it sayote. It's chayote in the States. It's also known as a Milton squash. See, I did my research. And string beans or Baguio beans. Basic 3 vegetables you always see in any pancit. Okay, you go to any panciteria, Pancit Canton has this. You go to Pancit Hab-hab, you have this. The only pancit I know that doesn't have these 3 ingredients is palabok, luglog, lome. Oh wait, lome has these too. So, okay, so let's move on to the stove and let's cook us some Pancit Hab-hab. Okay guys, sorry for the messy hair. Well, my pan is heating up really well. We'll add a bit of the oil that we used to fry that Lechon Kawali. It has some porky flavor to it. Now, the technique here is you have to swirl the oil around so that it won't stick. As much as possible, you don't want anything to stick. Okay. Pan is hot. You add your onions and your garlic in. Immediately stir it so that it won't burn. Lower the flame. Like that. Now, you just want to have it a bit. You just want to have a bit of color to it, so that it won't. It actually has more flavor to it. Okay, now it's starting to get some color. We'll now add our pork, our crispy pork. Look at all that oil, that glorious oil. Now, you have to add this. This is a mixture of soy sauce and a bit of dark soy sauce, a bit of hoisin, and I think this has a bit of sugar in it. Yeah, a bit of sugar in it. So, saute this. Now, once it starts to simmer like this, you can smell that the soy sauce is a bit cooked. Add water. How much water? A lot of water. Why? Because you're going to start cooking your vegetables in it. So let this simmer. Actually, let it boil. Then you add your vegetables. So I'll move on to watch this camera on time lapse so that you can see. See ya. Okay guys, as you can see, it's already simmering. Give it a stir. Now we'll start with the carrots, because the carrots are takes a longer time to cook. We'll add a carrot. Come on, hold down. Give it about a good 2 to 3 minute head start. In the meantime, I'll show you the pancit. Ta-da! This is the Pancit Hab-hab that I got. As you can see, the noodles are already deep fried. This has to be, actually, I think this is either deep fried or dehydrated noodles. So we'll use one whole pack of this for this. Okay. So wait a few minutes until we add the chayot or sayote in Tagalog. So guys, I have a question for you guys. How are you guys coping with the quarantine right now? I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are keeping sane. Because actually, if you notice, I shaved. So that's already, the no shave quarantine is gone already. But I'm keeping my hair long because the barbershop is closed. Okay, so your carrots are already roughly halfway done. Now you add your sayote. Let that simmer some more. Okay, so we'll put this on time lapse again so we can see if by then it'll be tender. We're going to add our spring beans, well, Baguio beans. Then we're going to add our noodles. Okay guys, so our vegetables are actually around 75% cooked. That's when we'll add our Baguio beans. Yeah. Don't miss out on the single Baguio bean. Let it simmer for a while. Then we're going to add a bit more water this time because we're going to add the noodles next. See, I'm adding a bit more sugar, so I want this a bit sweet. So I tasted it while it was on time lapse. It didn't come out. It still lacks that oomph that I'm looking for. Okay. So now we'll add the noodles. Okay, noodles are in. Watch it. Watch this. Okay. It's nice and crispy right now. In a few minutes, it's going to be like super tender and soggy and everything. actually need a bit more water. There. I want this to be a saucy pancit. So it's basically just like pancit canton, minus the quail eggs and the shrimp. The recipe actually calls for shrimp, but I'm trying to be as true as the one that I ate in Liliw. Their noodles are getting soft and tender. Okay, first of all, I'm going to apologize for any of those who are from Lucban who are watching this video. This is my interpretation of the dish. If it's not the same recipe that you have, I'm sorry. This is how I tasted it, and this is what I can remember. So, hopefully, you can forgive me. You know what I miss, guys? You know what I miss eating outside? I actually miss eating tonkatsu. Yeah, with some curry sauce. Maybe I'll make that next time. Like homemade Japanese curry. We'll see. If I can find enough ingredients, I'll make that. Yeah, and one more thing. If you notice that I'm cooking a lot, this is going to last me and my mom and our staff here in the house about 2 days of pancit. First and foremost, I am not gonna finish this all in one sitting. Trust me. Okay? But it does smell good. Needs more water. Yeah. It's getting there, guys. Yep. Our pancit is now cooked. Ta-da! We'll get some and give it a try on the dining table. Okay, so see you at the dining table. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. You can see my other camera here. Here's how I shoot. One camera facing me, one camera facing the food. And here's what I have. Look at that. Look at that pancit. Ooh. Let's try this with a bit of vegetables first. If you notice, I didn't add pepper because I actually accidentally added a bit of chili to that soy sauce mixture. And it's going to be spicy. A bit spicy. Like that. It's really creamy. Yeah. how can I say it? The sauce coats each noodle really well, and that vegetables are still a bit crunchy. See, to those people who say I don't eat veggies, here, check this out. It just has to come with a bit of lechon kawali and some noodles. That. There's certain fattiness to it because of that lechon kawali, which I love. You know what? I actually think that this is a bit better than what I had in Liliw. Sorry. But food is always pretty bad. Actually, here's what I learned. Food tastes better when it's cooked with love. Okay? Since I was actually thinking of making this for my mom, and I hope that she likes it. It's made with love. Cooking for someone else actually gives me quite a rush because I like to see the reactions when they try the food. Okay, so give this one last bite. Look at that piece of pork. We'll get that piece of pork. It's not going to be crunchy anymore, but that fattiness, that crispy deep fried flavor is already mixed in with the noodles. Okay, we'll give this one last bite, then I have to end the vlog. It was pork-tastic. Okay, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep safe. Stay home if you can. And take lots of vitamin C. And speaking of vitamin C, I think this needs a bit of calamansi. So follow me on Instagram at Gutom, never Busog. On Twitter at Gutom. And on Facebook at Gutom, never Busog. So till next cooking video, until this quarantine is over, I'll be seeing you online because I can't go out. Bye bye.